What's going on, you lovely people? It's your boy Roliver Queen. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are doing good. Let's not waste any more time and let's jump right in. So this past weekend on comic books Twitter was very interesting. Why? Because it all started off with a tweet from Greg Capullo letting us know that FCO Placencia, the now ex-colorist of Wolverine Revenge, left the book due to deadline issues. Now, it was a basic tweet. It just let us know what happened and that we'd be getting a new colorist later down the line. No, wow. Do I think it should have been tweeted? Not really, because we would have found out there was a new colorist anyway, either by just reading the book, or the solicits would have let us know, or Bleeding Cool would have let us know, because Bleeding Cool seems to get a bunch of information through the grapevine. But like I said, nothing crazy. But apparently Capullo was in his feelings because he then proceeded to subtweet FCO by saying the following: wannabe creatives want to make it in this industry, they have to be ready to go without family, hobbies. They have to be ready for some of the strenuous deadlines. And then he started to pat himself on the back by saying he's been known to work 12 to 16 hours a day and 7 days a week just to make deadlines. Now, this caused a bunch of reactions on Twitter. You had people who, of course, were dictating him in the comments. And then you also had a bunch of creatives who, rightfully so, called him out on his shit by saying, hey, you don't need to promote this type of culture, this type of behavior. Comic books are already exploitive in its nature. And apparently, somebody from Marvel or one of his homies got him to delete those two tweets. But he still proceeded to tweet after that. And you can just tell this is somebody who was in their feelings because A, he had to get his two tweets deleted, and two, he was probably upset that he received a bunch of blowback. Now, I checked the FCO Placencia's Twitter page to see if we could find any information on why he left the book, but homie doesn't have no Twitter profile page, and he doesn't even have a fucking header, and he hasn't tweeted in a while. But also, I realized it's probably not our business to know why he left. Hey, some shit, you just gotta keep it behind closed doors. Greg Capullo should have kept this behind closed doors because this whole thing was unprofessional. Now, is Greg Capullo right to be upset? Yeah. Comic books is a team effort. You need the colorist to be on time, you need the letterer to be on time, you need the writer to be on time. Everybody got to be on time because if not, it slows down the whole process and we don't get our books on time. He's right to be upset. But there's multiple ways he could have handled this. I don't know, go outside, go play guitar. You're a guitar player, go punch something. Whatever it is, there were at least 20, 30, 1,000 other avenues that you could have went through instead of doing this. But here's the thing. It's not just a Greg Capullo thing. This is a thing that's rampant a lot on social media when it comes to comic book creators. Not too long ago, you had Nico Leon, who was on here bashing Teeny Howard for allegedly being late turning in the Catwoman scripts. You had that random Twitter user who accused Andrew Sorrentino of using AI in his artwork, and you had a bunch of other creators who started subtweeting Andrew Sorrentino. And by the way, that has not been confirmed or denied even after when I put out that video. You have Tom Taylor, who is always in some Twitter shit every couple months. And the last thing I could remember is Tim Sheridan just preemptively poking the bear with Comicsgate because of his Green Lantern book. I don't know what it is. Actually, I have an idea of what it is. I think for a lot of these creatives, they're chronically online. And a lot of them do have a big following where there's a bunch of people who will literally kiss the ground that they walk on or just dick eat everything they do. So when they have two options of just A, using common sense and not tweeting out certain shit or just not behaving a certain way, or B, just putting on a horse and pony show for their followers or Twitter, they always choose, well, most of them choose to go to B. Now, because this is so rampant, I'm of the belief that Marvel, DC, and a lot of these other companies, they need to have a social media policy in place. Because as much as I say Twitter and real life are two separate things, there is a very strong possibility, no, there's a very high probability that a lot of Twitter users are actual comic book buyers. So I wouldn't be surprised if somebody saw behavior like Greg Capullo and they were a fan, but now they got to look a little sideways and start to second guess if they want to support Greg Capullo because of how he's treating a fellow creative. And by the way, FCO Placencia did not deserve this. Like Greg Capullo is at this point a superstar artist. He's worked on so many big books. Batman, both the metals, Wolverine, homie's big time. This type of behavior is beneath him. Everybody else that I mentioned, this type of behavior is beneath them. But again, when all you're doing is sitting at a desk and you have Twitter open and you see this is the way to get attention, I wouldn't be surprised if this is something that they think is okay. But I don't know where this is gonna go. Like if somebody like Greg Capullo didn't do it, can do some fuck shit like this, then I mean, I guess the floodgates are open. But it's not all lost. There's a lot of great talent that never resorts to fuck shit like this. There's a lot of guys like a Scott Snyder, Joshua Williamson. All they do is just post out, when they got either a podcast appearance going on or a new book coming out, and they're just here to promote, share some love, and they go about their business. And honestly, that's what a lot of these creators need to do. There's a big difference here between a Williamson, a Scott Snyder, and those guys who literally just tweet out what they need to tweet out and go about their business, and guys like Greg Capullo who like to put on a horse and pony show online for people to see. So let me know what you guys think down below about this whole thing. Do you think Greg Capullo is in the right? Do you think all the other creators that I listed are in the right? Is it worth it to put on a horse and pony show? Or is it okay to just be professional, tweet what you need to tweet out when it comes to your books, and keep it pushing? Love to hear your thoughts all down below. And if you enjoyed this content, please be sure to hit that like and that subscribe button and turn on your notifications. Much love, much peace. It's your boy Roliver Queen. I'm out.